Right now, months in the making, the Madison Police Department says it has its man allegedly connected to a string of recent burglaries. Hear from a couple of the businesses that were targeted.
Plus, a major, long-awaited announcement from the president, how you can find out if your student loans qualify for federal forgiveness.
And later, 6 months into its war with Russia, Ukraine celebrates its independence. There are still many ways you can help locally. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
These 15 cases alone, there was over $17,000 in stolen items in value and over $20,000 in property damage.
And thanks for joining us tonight. The Madison Police Department announcing an arrest today, a man they say is responsible for a string of burglaries across the county.
They say this man, 34-year-old Tremaine Franklin, targeted several businesses between May and July. He's currently facing 4 counts of burglary, but MPD says they are prepared to ask the district attorney to add several more. 8 of the burglaries happened in the same strip mall on Mineral Point Road in Madison.
Our own Armand Rahman caught up with some of those business owners tonight. Armand?
Charlotte and Eric, Franklin surrendered to police in a home on the east side last month. He's in jail charged with 4 counts of burglary, but after combing through surveillance video and DNA analysis for dozens of other break-ins, police are asking the DA to file another 11 burglary charges, which would bring that total to 15. Hearing that 34-year-old Tremaine Franklin was charged with 15 burglaries.
Ecstatic. I am so happy that the police department kept on top of this.
Brought some light to the dark day in May when chiropractor Anne-Marie Dahl arrived at her work.
Just to know that somebody went through my whole space and they opened every cabinet, touched absolutely everything, just made me feel like my personal space had really been violated.
Her office, one of the 8 at the Clock Tower Plaza, which Madison police accused Franklin of breaking into.
This appears to be a group, and that investigation is ongoing. There's no charges at this time for the others in the group, but some suspects have been identified, and we're working towards that.
Dahl says about $20 in cash and her business's credit cards were stolen, but the damage could have been dangerous to many of her patients.
I completely scoured the whole office, just making sure that things were clean, no shards of glass, because I take care of a lot of children who are on the floor, and we had to really make sure everything was safe.
Meanwhile, Aaron Hall was the first to discover the burglary when someone broke into his barbershop.
I got a call from my security company, and once I saw the tape, we came in and called the police.
He sounded the alarm for the rest of the mall's small business owners.
I think that's the toughest part, is that we're just common people who are just trying to make a living for our families and trying to provide some services for the community as well.
But the community of Clock Tower businesses came together to help each other pick up the pieces of glass and hope.
We have a really good community inside of this mall. We all take care of each other, and so I really do feel safe.
Now, police say they're working with other agencies in Dane and Rock County to investigate other burglaries Franklin might have played a role in.
Armand, thank you. And next at 10, 3 months after it happened, an arrest has been made connected to a homicide in rural Dane County. Today, Sheriff Calvin Barrett announced the arrest of 71-year-old Jose Luis Gonzalez Sr. of Waterloo. He was taken into custody in the state of Delaware on Monday. Court records show he's charged with first-degree intentional homicide. 39-year-old Dora Gonzalez Zarate was found dead in her home in the town of York May 24th. At the time, officials said they believed her death was not random. According to the sheriff, an investigation found the two were in a relationship, and he was allegedly at her home the day her body was found. Investigators say he then left Wisconsin and headed east.
As the investigation continued, we continued to be aware of where he was, and then when we obtained full probable cause for his arrest, an arrest was.
Gonzalez is currently being held in Delaware. Arrangements are being made to bring him back to Wisconsin.
Justin Blake, the uncle of Jacob Blake, is filing a federal lawsuit alleging the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department unjustly arrested and tortured him during a protest last year. He filed the action yesterday in Milwaukee. Blake alleges he was standing outside the city's public safety building during a protest when deputies arrested him and strapped him into an emergency restraint chair for almost 7 hours. The Sheriff's Department in Richland County is looking for the person or people who damaged the county's fairgrounds. Deputies say whoever did it attempted to enter the racetrack but found a locked gate, then proceeded to tear up a large grassy area, causing extensive damage. Anyone with information is asked to give the Sheriff's Department a call. And in Iowa, investigators are looking For the cause of a fire that destroyed a building at the state fairgrounds this morning. This started in a storage building near the Youth Inn around 2:30 a.m. The building is a total loss. A nearby camper was also destroyed, but no one was hurt.
Well, we turn things over to weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and our certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Well, still dry right here, Eric, but we are looking for showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of hours. The time lapse from the WISC Skycam showed another beautiful sunrise this morning. Just some cirrus clouds overhead. And then the clouds started to lower and thicken as we headed towards sunset. And now you can see showers and thunderstorms coming in from the west. Right now, the leading edge of the showers and storms from just east of the Dells down to just northwestern Dane County around Cross Plains and then over toward Mount Horeb. Over the next 6 hours, those showers and storms will move through all of southern Wisconsin. So expect some lightning and some rumbles of thunder overnight. Visibility right now, you can see it's starting to drop off, especially in areas that had some rain to the north and west. Temperatures mid-70s ahead of the rain where it had started to rain like up toward the Dells. Temperatures have dropped into the upper 60s, but across Dane County right now, 74 in Mount Horeb, 72 in Deerfield. Look for mostly cloudy skies overnight, some scattered showers and thunderstorms and areas of fog as well. Low temperature dropping to 65. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that includes a little more warmth and humidity as we head toward the weekend.
The outrage over helping working people with student loans, I think is just simply wrong, dead wrong.
President Biden today defending his new plan to cancel up to $20,000 of debt for millions of federal student loan borrowers who earn less than $125,000 a year. It has drawn sharp criticism, specifically from top Republicans who are slamming the move as unfair. In addition, the administration is also proposing some big changes to the repayment programs.
Our Andrew Banstra is live in studio with a closer look. Andrew?
1 in 4 Americans have student loan debt, adding up to $1.7 trillion nationally. President Biden's plan aims to solve this problem that has plagued Americans for decades.
President Biden announced today that he's planning to forgive up to $20,000 in federal student loans for some borrowers. This is welcome news for the more than 785,000 Wisconsin residents that hold around $24.7 billion in student debt.
For borrowers with household incomes of $250,000 or less, or individual borrowers with incomes of $125,000 or less, they will receive up to $10,000 of student loan relief.
For those that have received Pell Grants, even more relief is on the way.
And for borrowers who additionally received Pell Grants, so that typically would describe our borrowers who are at the lower end of the income scale when they're attending school, they would receive up to $20,000 of loan forgiveness.
In 1980, Pell Grants covered 80% of college tuition. Since then, tuition has tripled while Pell Grants have remained stagnant.
I think I got a Pell Grant for like a lovely $8,000 of a $40,000 a year kind of tuition.
But with more relief, the financial burden lower-income families face for having to borrow disproportionately more money and incur more debt is lifted.
People can go to college and become educated contributors to the global economy and not be saddled with tons of debt.
Today's plan also changed the mandatory amount borrowers must pay back each month.
The cap of my monthly income that can go towards those undergraduate federal loans has lowered from 10% of my monthly income to 5%.
Scott says if America doesn't continue making college more affordable, like our Pell Grants, we'll lag behind.
We won't have a great economic future if we have people electing that college is too expensive, college is too much of a burden. So anything that we can do to continue to lower tuition costs and raise support for students, I think is only good for America in the long run.
President Biden also extended the moratorium on student loan payments through the end of 2022 and made it clear this would be the last extension. For more information on Biden's plan and what this means for your student loans, go to channel3000.com and click on this web story.
And if you were looking for more information online, be patient. The federal government's website, studentaid.gov, crashed this afternoon due to the high volume of visitors. At one point this afternoon, it took several minutes for the website to load.
New tonight at 10, a federal jury ruled Los Angeles County must pay $31 million in damages to the families of the 7 people who died in that 2020 helicopter crash that took the life of basketball icon Kobe Bryant. This after deputies and firefighters shared photos of the bodies of the people on board, including Bryant and his daughter Gianna. Bryant's widow, Vanessa Bryant, will receive $16 million of that for emotional distress. The jurors agreed that her privacy was invaded when they took and shared the photos of the remains. Also new tonight, the Uvalde School District in Texas firing the district's police chief following allegations that he made several critical mistakes during the mass shooting that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead. The district's Board of Trustees voted this evening to dismiss Chief Pete Arredondo, who has faced criticism since the May 24th massacre at Robb Elementary School. Heavily armed officers waited in a school hallway for more than an hour while the gunman carried out the shooting.
A historic day in Ukraine as the country not only marks 31 years of independence, but also it has been 6 months to the day since Russia launched its unprovoked war. Brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces flew flags from drones above Kyiv to mark Independence Day. At the same time, during a speech today, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky promised to restore his country's rule in Crimea and the Donbass region, and says the end of the war will not come from peace, but rather victory. Well, just because you don't see as many Ukrainian flags on display doesn't make the reality fade away.
In the past 181 days, people in southern Wisconsin have stepped up. But as Caitlin Davis found, there's much more that can be done.
A war raging into its 7th month in Ukraine may not be top of mind for you, but to a team that provides an escape through sports, it's still vital.
Just because it's not the top news story right now doesn't mean that the conflict isn't still happening, that people's lives aren't still affected.
Forward Madison essentially sold out of its first supply of special Ukraine kits after announcing them in April. That led to more than $43,000 in donations for UNICEF.
It was just a really cool initiative to make an impact at a place we've never been to before, but that we're really passionate about helping the folks there.
But Forward Madison is still moving forward. They're selling more Ukraine merchandise at their match tonight in Madison and expect even more money from kit sales overseas.
So we're anticipating being able to donate about another $8,000 to $10,000 to the Red Cross's Ukrainian initiatives abroad.
But there are Ukrainians here who need help too.
We've been supporting these people with case management. We sometimes help them pay for an immigration attorney to help apply for the work permit.
Jewish Social Services in Madison has helped 25 Ukrainian families so far apply for health benefits, English classes, and find money for rent. JSS is also pushing for work permits. So far, only one of his families has gotten a permit.
So a lot of them are very ready, very willing to work, and they're just waiting for the permits to start working.
Waiting and praying. Your support doesn't fade. In Madison, Caitlin Davis, News 3 Now.
Now, money isn't the only way you can help out. You can also donate gas and grocery cards to JSS. And up in Door County tonight, a special candlelight ceremony involving a small Ukrainian family-owned candle maker. They gathered outdoors, lit the candles, and listened to the Ukrainian national anthem. Speakers there offering prayers and support to the Ukrainian people on Ukraine's National Independence Day. Still ahead at 10, a new world record holder becoming the youngest pilot to fly around the world.
Plus, we'll take a listen as NASA scientists today release audio of a black hole. Stay with us.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Shop the end of summer clearance sale at Grand Appliance for up to 25% off, plus an extra $1,000 in rebate savings you won't find anywhere else. Get unbeatable deals like this Samsung large capacity French door refrigerator with dispenser for just $17.98, along with big end of season discounts on top grill brands like Weber, Traeger, and Napoleon. Visit grandappliance.com or your local showroom today. Grand Appliance, the appliance experts.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Stay comfortable in your home all year long. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination.
Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
In a recent clinical study,
patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity,
using less or a lot less oral pain medicines,
and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
It's go time, people. We all have a story to tell. So let's come together, laugh out loud, to share some hope and joy, all on my new show.
Weekdays on WISC-TV starting September 12th. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. The federal government is extending waivers for baby formula.
Families who purchase formula through Nutrition Benefits or WIC will be able to continue buying substitutes for their regular formula. The plan was originally scheduled to expire in August, but was extended to the end of September. But now the USDA says it will be available through the end of 2022. Well, although it is still summer, retailers are already gearing up for Halloween. Today, Party City announced its plans to hire 20,000 temporary workers in the coming weeks. The company said at least 10% of those hires will be offered permanent jobs at the end of the season.
Peloton now selling its fitness bikes and other Amazon products on Amazon. This is the first time the company has partnered with another retailer to sell its products. Peloton thrived early in the pandemic, but with a decrease in demand, it's now struggling. Stock down 90% from its high back in January of 21. New tonight at 10, a 17-year-old pilot has become the youngest person ever to fly around the world solo in a small aircraft. Guinness confirmed the record after Mac Rutherford touched down in the Bulgarian capital of Sofia today. The British-Belgian pilot's journey began there in March when he was still just 16 years old. Since then, he has flown over 52 countries and across 5 continents, and he started just a year after receiving his first pilot's license.
And check this out. NASA today releasing some pretty terrifying audio of what they say is a black hole. Take a listen. Oh, heck no. NASA shared this 34-second clip of the Perseus Galaxy Cluster, which is about 240 million light years away from Earth. Scientists say the black hole sends out pressure waves that cause ripples in the hot gas, which can be translated into a note. To be clear, though, the actual note is one humans cannot hear. But the folks at NASA say they shifted the note so we could hear it, amplified it, and then they mixed it with other data they have about black holes.
I think I heard it say Charlotte on
Gary is dead.
I'll be taking you up on that bus.
The stuff of nightmares. Gary, we got some rain moving in right now, right?
Yeah,
the western part of Dane County?
Yeah, it's just about to Madison. Let's take a look at high-resolution Doppler radar. You can see the showers and thunderstorms now just about to the city of Madison, just crossing over the belt line on the far western edge to the far eastern edge of the precipitation. Farther out to the west, that's where more of the thunderstorms are. But there's not a lot of lightning here. There are some brief heavy downpours. You can see the heaviest storms right now running just from around Boscobel up toward, say, just west of Richland Center and then over toward Elroy. These are heading to the east. Looks like the back edge of the precipitation is already cleared La Crosse, but we'll probably see some more showers and storms pop up behind it. What's interesting there are a couple of areas of heavier rain. This is rain vision rain estimates just over the last 6 hours. And you can see there's one of those heavier cells moved through southeastern Minnesota and into far western Wisconsin. Might have put down an inch or two of rain, but outside of that, you can see other areas less than 1/4 of an inch of rain. So the precipitation will be spotty, but there will be some heavier downpours in that area of rain. As it moves eastward, we'll probably see some more showers and storms pop up to the west, but they're not going to be nearly as widespread. So even during the day tomorrow, we'll probably just see spotty precipitation. So the more persistent rain will start shifting east of Madison by about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And I think by the time the morning commute comes in, there won't be much in the way of precipitation precipitation across southern Wisconsin. But future track precipitation estimates show the potential for some corridors of a ½ to an inch of rain. Other areas probably between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch of rain. Most areas probably around 1/4 of an inch of rain. And fog now starting to develop, especially in areas that have already seen rain to the north and west. Not terribly dense right now. Visibility is generally between about 5 and 10 miles, but you could see some locally dense fog in spots overnight. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for showers and thunderstorms tonight, just spotty precipitation tomorrow. Fog will be likely for tonight and also tomorrow night as well. Could be a little more widespread than we've seen in recent days, and then just patchy fog Friday night. And then as the humidity returns by the latter part of the weekend and warm temperatures, we'll feel more like summer, maybe some thunderstorm chances at that point as well. Right now, high temperatures today in the 80s in our part of the Midwest. The heat has been to the south and west of us, and it continues to diminish day by day, so we're getting closer to the end of summer. For tomorrow, chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms. It'll be a little cooler with a high temperature of 77 degrees, but again, the precipitation will be more spotty, and you can see that on planning your day. The showers and storms moving through Dane County. There's midnight through the Madison area. By 3 a.m., pretty much heading toward Milwaukee. A few showers still back through Dane and Columbia counties. And then by early morning, most of the rain is gone, but as the fog lifts and we get a little sunshine, there could be these pop-up showers and thunderstorms in a few spots as temperatures get up into the upper 70s by tomorrow afternoon. Again, rainfall amounts, very spotty. A few areas, ½ inch to an inch, most areas less than that. 7 to 10 day forecast. Back to the 80s by the weekend with more humidity. That could lead to some thunderstorm chances early next week. But right now, keep your fingers crossed. We'll see a nice period of weather beginning Wednesday and lasting through the Labor Day holiday weekend.
And coming up in sports, Brewers trying to do something they haven't done in 8 years. Saw a fast start, quickly faded in LA. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You can't make summer stand still, so make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance. Toyota, let's go places.
Rocket Drive Block? Russia Soul Crush? Jam a Grand Slam? Drunk? That'd be insane. Rollin' that? Rollin' this? Roll together? Drunk? That would be super insane. Hey, all you ladies and guys. Drive sober on the road. No matter how many wheels you roll.
Hey, Dad, I'm almost out.
I got you.
Any questions, Chris?
All good. Thanks, Maura. There you go. One new inhaler.
Nice. Did you get my refill, too?
Maybe.
There you go, sir.
You're a lifesaver.
So nice day.
Healthier is managing all your family's prescriptions in one app. CVS Pharmacy. Healthier happens together.
Hurry in for the Hy-Vee 12-hour sale this Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Baskin & Bushel blueberries, only 99 cents. General Mills family size cereal, only $2.99. Hy-Vee Angus Reserve sirloin, only $3.99 a pound. Hy-Vee peanut butter, only $1.28. And a gallon of Blue Ribbon Classics frozen dessert, only $4.48, while supplies last. Don't miss the 12-hour sale, Thursday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Only at Hy-Vee.
At Bachman Pools and Spas, we have 25 hot tubs on display.
Several models available for immediate delivery.
For a limited time, all new hot spring spas come with a revolutionary freshwater salt system for free.
That's a $1,200 value.
You owe it to yourself to experience soft, natural, healthy water.
Hurry in to take advantage of special 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, get a free freshwater salt system.
Relax, it's Bachman's.
I worked really hard to save for retirement, worked all the hours I could, whatever it took. But Ron Johnson thinks we should consider raising the retirement age for Social Security and Medicare. That's a terrible idea. And he voted over and over again to weaken and cut Medicare, driving up our costs. Ron Johnson even wanted to privatize Social Security, calling it a legal Ponzi scheme. Tell Ron Johnson to strengthen Medicare.
You can't make summer stand still. So make the most of every last second with a new Toyota at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan and roadside assistance. Toyota, let's go places.
Whitewater's football schedule is a gauntlet. 3 of the first 4 opponents are ranked in the top 12, including #1 ranked and reigning national champion Mary Hardin-Baylor. The Warhawks officially kick off their season in 10 days, but they aren't thinking about St. John's just yet. Instead, they're focused on where their feet are, in camp, taking it one day at a time. But even for their head coach, it's hard not to think about September 3rd.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I went for a run this morning, and I was sitting there, heck yeah, we're not too far away from game. You know, I mean, that's real. But we have to control that it doesn't distract us from what we got to do right now.
You want to be the best, you know, that's one of our goals. And to be the best, you gotta play the best and you gotta beat the best. So obviously with our schedule this year, that's what we have. That's what we have ahead of us, and that's what we're going to do.
McFarland Volleyball is coming off a season where they won the Rock Valley Conference and finished runner-up in state in Division II. This year, the goal is to finish the job, and as Jordan Reed found out, stick to their new head coach's equation for success.
Every time the Spartans step foot in the gym, they look to get 1% better.
To me, that means like putting 100% effort into practice every day, fully mentally in when you walk through the door.
And in the eyes and mind of their new head coach.
You know, as a math teacher at the high school this year, I understand the power of exponential growth. If we get 1% better every day, it will approximately accumulate to about 68% better over the course of the season.
That mindset, along with being intentional on every play, at every practice, this squad hopes to finish the job this season.
We are so hungry to get back there, so every year it's always the goal to go as far as you can, but this year especially I feel like it's like state championship because we've always kind of had that in the back of our mind.
The program returns several players from last year's championship run, but most of them are in new positions.
So it's been kind of a transition of, hey, we know what it takes to be here. Let's teach these newbies what it means, and then how do we then become our own team that's not kind of looking in the past and saying, oh, well, they had success, so we're going to have success. We got to build our own success.
Coming from last year, obviously there's always expectations from people.
But in order to get back to the big stage,
we just have to focus on the next game and getting better at practice every single day.
And stick to the equation of 1% better every day. In McFarland, Jordan Reed, News 3 Sports.
The rubber match between the Brewers and Dodgers. Crew trying to win a series against LA for the first time since 2014. 4 pitches in, you felt pretty good about it. Willie Adames sends one into the Brewers bullpen to give Milwaukee a 1-0 lead. LA would score 4 in the bottom of the frame and a few more. This one currently in the 7th. 10-2 is the score right now. I forgot to put it up there. Struggling today. And what a couple of months it's been for Sarah Nurse. The former Badger won an Olympic gold medal with Canada, was on the Cheerios cereal box, and the Grand Marshal of the Crazy Legs Classic race back in April. Now she's on the cover of NHL 23. Nurse is the first women's hockey player to be on the cover. It's something she says she never dreamed of, but added, it's huge. Yes, it is. We're back after this.
With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U.
For a limited time, get free kids' glasses and eye exam only at Stanton Optical. Walk-ins welcome.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Energy is everywhere, even in a little seedling, which, when turned into fuel, can help power a plane. At Chevron's El Segundo refinery, we're looking to turn plant-based oil into renewable gasoline, jet, and diesel fuels. Our planet offers countless sources of energy, but it's only human to find the ones that could power a better future.
With Honda, Every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Better skin from your body wash? Try Olay Body Wash with skincare super ingredient collagen. Olay Body Wash hydrates for healthier looking skin in just 14 days. From dry and dull to firm and radiant. With Olay Body, I feel fearless in my skin.
If you're washing with the Bargain brand, even when your clothes look clean, there's extra dirt you can't see. Watch this. That was in these clothes. Ugh. But the clothes washed and tied, so much cleaner. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Hygienic Clean.
If Tim Michaels is governor, here's what reproductive health care would look like in Wisconsin. Providing abortions? A felony. Exceptions in cases of rape or incest? None. Here's what Michaels says to Wisconsin women who get pregnant after being raped. To ask her to go through the birth is not unreasonable. Tim Michaels is a radical and divisive politician coming for your rights. Wisconsin women deserve better. Vote no on Tim Michaels.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $400 at LensCrafters, over $200 at Walmart, and over $150 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Call for action, only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, straight from the Disney Pixar movie Cars, this is the Porsche 911 Sally Special, which you can see looks just like Sally Carrera. Went up for auction this weekend and sold for $3.6 million. You remember Sally, right?
Of course
Lightning's
I do.
girlfriend? Yeah, the sale for the sales record for the new Porsche sold at auction. It makes sense considering this is the only car like this ever made.
You know this car, right,
Gary? With the eyeballs and everything?
Yeah.
Gary, you know that car, right?
Wish I had one like it.
Don't we all?
So, tonight you need the windshield wipers on those cars. You can see showers and thunderstorms coming in from the west, just about ready to move into Madison. Chris Reese will update you in the morning.
All right, Gary, thanks. Thanks for joining us at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.